Hey, so Susie here again. I missed my live video opportunity this morning at 9:45, but it was because of a really good story. I will post the video later, but I have been trying my hand at gluten-free croissants. This is not an easy task, and they turned out. And so this morning I had all these croissants in my house, and I said, hey, anyone that wants to come over and try a croissant, please come on over. And one of my friends from a couple miles away, she showed up in my driveway like 10 minutes later. And so instead of doing a live video, which we should have just done it there, she came up and we ate croissants together and had a really good time talking and laughing. It was very impromptu. And I will tell you that is my favorite kind of date, right? That leads into my topic today for what was your favorite date or the best date you ever went on. And my favorite dates have not been the traditional, romantic type of dates. Those are super fun, but they're usually pretty typical and not super surprising. And so some of my favorite types of dates are those impromptu dates. So thank you to Elise who came over this morning and just saw the reality of my home. I didn't have time to change my clothes or clean up the house or make sure the kids were like fed and watered and, in somewhat decent clothing. She just saw everything for how it was, and it was just a lot of fun. And so I wanted to show you really quick, because I'm doing a two-part thing, the croissants and how they turned out, okay? So here's one. They turned out really pretty. On this one I used butter and the Pamela's gluten-free mix. And I'm going to, it's really hard on live video to take it apart here. But you can see the inside, really nice and fluffy. And these taste amazing. My husband had one last night and he said they even didn't taste gross, because a lot of the gluten-free things that we have tried just taste really gross. We're not gluten-free, but occasionally we'll grab something and it happens to be gluten-free and it never satisfies. It never tastes the way that it should. So that was one version, and these just turned out so beautifully. They're just so pretty. The other version I got challenged to try was a kind without butter. So here is that, even more gorgeous, I think. These are made with garlic ghee. I don't remember the brand that I bought, but I will link to it in the comments later. So these are made with ghee. They do not have the warm milk like the original ones do, and these are the Arrowhead Mills flour blend, and that and the Pamela's blend are very much alike. I did notice a little bit different texture in the dough, so there is something different about the ratios they use in the flour, but overall it was really easy and fun to use both kinds of flours. These ones made with ghee are a little bit crispier on the outside, and so if I did it again I might stick a pan, no, not right now. I might stick a pan of water in the oven while I'm baking them to make sure that they're soft. So let's move on to my favorite date. So my favorite kind of date is the kind I had today, where it's very impromptu. People stop by or just say, hey, let's go out right now, and we go, and that's awesome. Now my favorite date that I've ever had have been with my mom and dad. When I was growing up, of course my dad worked regular hours like every other dad that I knew, and so every other Sunday he'd alternate taking me and my sister out, and we'd just go to, I don't know, like Taco John's or something that had really inexpensive food, and we would just sit and talk. And as a teenager I would kind of roll my eyes sometimes when it was my turn to go out with dad, but I appreciated that he took an hour or two when he could have been fixing something or working on something or doing something else that he enjoyed doing. And instead, he took the time to take us out and touch base with us, and I think it really kept us grounded. My mom would let us get out of school. Like, she would take me late to school, and she would take me out for breakfast at Keys Cafe or Perkins or somewhere. Again, it didn't even matter where. And she would just take us out for breakfast and then bring us to school afterwards, like an hour or two late. And it was so fun just to play hooky and spend time with her, and it was kind of like our little secret. And so those are my favorite dates, and they were really great. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and we will see you tomorrow. I don't know what the topic is, but we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.